Favorite things in Berlin by Isaac Hand. One of my favorite things in Berlin was this art collective, sort of a bunch of squatters that had inhabited a bombed out, formerly East Berlin building.
Was it in Kreuzberg?
No, it wasn't in Kreuzberg.
Mitte?
It was in, I think it was closer to Mitte. It's called Takeles. I think you've read about it. Takeles. And I think its status right now is kind of up in the air. And it was sort of becoming increasingly bureaucratized while I was there. Which is to say, it wasn't just like a bunch of punk rock derelict kids like making art in a building. It was like, it had like a cafe and like a bar on the first floor, and when I was there it was World Cup, and there was like a bunch of foreigners, just people all over Europe, just kind of like watching the game and like causing a ruckus. But that being said, the artwork inside was really quite remarkable. I mean, just every single kind of artwork was represented, and the building itself was quite beautiful, and there was a lot of like personal alterations to the space that made it feel really organic. And one thing that I noted about the artwork, I don't know if this is useful for your paper, but one thing that I noted about the artwork is it was a lot more modern, in the sense of like everything in America is really cynical and postmodern and kind of just like about art, sort of. Whereas a lot of the art that I saw there was still very modernist, and like in a way that just felt very antiquated to me, but was still really refreshing.
What did you do there for fun?
Ha! What did I do there for fun? I wandered quite a bit. I was staying in Kreuzberg, which they say is a bad neighborhood, but a bad neighborhood in Berlin is still like freaking posh and urban idealist, you know, dream place. Close buildings that were close together, people of different backgrounds living together. Just like local bakery where like everyone was real nice. There was a real feeling of a neighborhood. A lot of really beautiful parks nearby in Kreuzberg. And I actually was living really close to this bridge called the Bridge of Spies, which I guess during the split of East-West Germany, like spies would kind of meet in the middle of it and exchange information. And it was quite beautiful. I would walk there every night.
Did you think Berlin was cool?
Absolutely. I think it was like, I mean, it's like sort of immaculate in a lot of ways, except there's graffiti everywhere. Everywhere. Like any surface that a human being can reach, there was graffiti, I swear. Some of it was good and a lot of it was really bad. But there was like street art everywhere, and that's one thing I loved about it. There were open air markets all over the place. That was wonderful. I loved the bakery culture. I mean, Berlin was quite amazing. I think it's a beautiful city.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how stellar is Berlin?
How stellar.
You should hold up your hands.
On that scale, would 10 just mean that Berlin, like whatever it is just a star?
Use your hands.
I would say Berlin is 7 stellar.
Oh, wow.
7. When I was there, it was summer.
This is Greg Hand's son.
Oh, this is going to be shown to the class? Oh, dear. Oh.
You love me.
One of the things I liked about Berlin was, in the summer there was this cottony seed that was coming off all of the trees, or a lot of the trees I should say. And so it just made like, there's just these little floating fairy clouds throughout the city. It was just beautiful. Berlin is a wonderful place to be.